fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Jameis Winston and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Since I've been on Madden, but I'm back. Let's get it. My boys, Tampa Bay. Real team, real life.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Howard. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the toss play, Howard trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. And it sets them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Agholor for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Agholor, 26 yards. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. William Golston. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. For the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do it. Ready? 154. Get track.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. This is caught by Jackson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. On 1st and goal, Howard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and set up the screen.
Oh,
it's
my
complete.
goodness. Hit him, bro.
The stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go. and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Winston. He's got Evans. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Double time. Hey, 4 down. Okay.
Throwing, Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
That's what I'm talking about. What's good with y'all? Yeah, I just seen in this game, been a minute to get my feeling back.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is something.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now on 2nd and 16, Winston over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 20. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. A good pickup there, 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up...
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A 35-yard attempt.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many...
Now Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. To throw, Winston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now.
After she called you, it was the number came up. Hey, did you call? Who's the speaker? My speech. I answered the phone. Everything all right? This Jackson. Yeah. Everything fine. No,
They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is caught by Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before.
You seen Mike today?
Pick up there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Okay. Okay. No, yeah, I talked to him and he said he's gonna call me back. He hadn't called not yet, but he probably called a little later, I hope. Okay. Oh, okay. Bye-bye. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, she said I can give my call. Yeah, she thinks she called you. Called me by mistake. Yeah. So what you say, well, there's no wrong with that. Anybody can do it. She called by mistake and then she ain't hang the phone up. She was talking to somebody else. You got to hang the phone up. Oh, that's what she said. She called you by mistake. Okay, yeah, I done done that all the time. I just you know, I thought he might have been sick or something. See? Okay. I'm gonna wait and see if he called me. So if he don't call tonight, I call him. Yeah, he said they went out today. She said they went to the mall. But she said, yeah, this Jackie. I'm like, yeah, you remember? You know, okay. And then she called me. But I said, y'all all right? She said, yeah. Say, I just dropped him off a few minutes ago. That's not good. Lord, I just hope that you don't get sick and doesn't have my dear fight or somebody.
Fucking God.
Yeah, cut. Yeah, let me see that.